time, this is a center of major conflict for some students. If we're talking about agency and saving face, the clock can cause major consternation. So, what seems to be happening when you have these kind of conflicts? Where do they come from? Students need to get to class on time. So you give them the leeway to make their decisions in attending class and making the schedule correctly. However, when you're in a social group that tends to want to be the last into the classroom, saving face becomes a problem. It's a conflict because you want to be in that group, and that group may be troublemakers, or at least appear to be on the outset. The concept that they're making trouble may not be readily apparent to them. So what happens when that conflict becomes disruptive to conducting class? At this school, they issue tardies. And what happens is, when you get so many tardies, then you suffer the repercussions known as a modification. And that could be not being able to sign out early in the afternoon or in-school suspension. But as I've come to find out, and I don't know if you can see what I've got here on the screen, but this is our school infinite campus system where we'll take attendance, and you can immediately add in a tardy. The interesting thing is, children with juvenile records are many times looked at if they keep on not conforming to the standard. I just had one student who had a court date and he had too many tardies. So now he's going to have to go to YDC, and he's very upset about that. However, that was really in his own control. So in this environment, it seems that the ramifications of the student's actions are really becoming evident. The interesting thing is that particular student seems to have been on a good road, and there are other students who were not doing quite as well as he is, but they have not yet suffered the same kind of consequences. Could be because they're not visiting with a probation officer just yet. That could be coming. Could just not be their time yet that their meeting with the probation officers come up. But that group, that particular group, is trying to save face. And so when they're confronted with the reminder that they will get a tardy, the usual response among all of them is, "I don't care." In the end, though, they do care, as I saw yesterday when a boy returned from his meeting with his probation officer, and that was evident on his hand when he had bloody knuckles, and I knew what he had done. He had punched a wall immediately. The question is, when he goes to YDC, will the rules there have any effect?